So the main reason I've named the deck I Endorse Slavery is so that anytime anyone references it, they have to say I endorse slavery. So when someone says, oh, what deck are you playing? I endorse slavery. And I just thought that'd be really funny. So how's it going, everyone? KingBlackToof here, and welcome to another deck guide. This time for one of the more fun decks that I've ever played. Now I know a lot of people say that, but I think you'll see in the videos when we get to those just how giddy and excited I was while playing this deck. And other people which have played this deck have endorsed slavery just exactly the same. They really enjoy this deck, and I hope you will as well. So let's look at the cards. I'll explain why they're in there, what their purpose is, and then, you know, I'll show you how to play it and show you some games. Okay, let's go. So this is the deck we're going to be looking at and going through, and it's KBT's Endorsing Slavery deck. Now, if you play this deck, you endorse slavery just the way that I have recently, okay? Because it's a very slave-driven deck with that slave driver in there. He's definitely one of the key points of this card. And the whole idea of the deck is to play your opponent's deck. And now, while that doesn't seem so good, I mean, you're playing their bronzes, but you're getting 2 strength in the slave driver whilst doing so. So you're getting their bronzes, but a little bit better than them. However, you're probably not going to get their synergies, at least not straight away. Now, if you're playing against, like, say, machines with Hensel, and they've also got crewmen, you're not going to get that synergy between crewmen and machines, at least not straight away. Because you will keep playing these slave drivers and you will keep stealing their cards. So eventually you are actually going to get that synergy with your own cards because you're playing so many of their cards. And the same thing goes for Skellige Bears. You're going to have more Beastmasters on the board than they have towards the end of the game in a long round. So there's just a lot of really cool things you can do. Now, not all matchups are equally good. There's a lot of good ones, but the worst one I would say is Spell Scoia'tael. They've got Alpha Mercenaries, Sages, Dolphin Protectors, and you get them at base strength, so it's all kind of meh. So I mean, they've got Farseers. That is a good card to take. You know, you've got a bit of buffing, and you can take the Sages in later rounds to renew an ointment, reuse it, which is nice. But other than that, you know, it's quite difficult to steal good cards. So let's look at the cards now. And the first card, the real key point of this deck is the Slave Driver. You're going to be playing these a lot, and you're going to be playing a lot of the opponent's bronze units. Now, it is a create, so you get a choice, which is nice. Okay, but you're going to be throwing all of these down and replaying them and replaying them and replaying them, just using so much. And that's where the fun comes from. But make sure you use all of these that you can in round 1. Don't leave any in your hand. There's no point in doing so. You want them in the graveyard so that you can use the ointment card to resurrect them later. And this really is the next important card. To resurrect bronze units with 5 power or less, you're going to be using them on the slave drivers. But we've got the Magna Division, which plays a random bronze item from your deck. And this is only going to pull ointments. So there's 1 ointment for each one of those, which is nice. You can use the ointment to resurrect a Magna Division. Get a Magna Division, pull an ointment. It's confusing, but most of the time you won't have a problem getting all of these probably. We've also got Vicar Medics to steal more cards from the opponent's graveyard to add to the synergy that you'll already have from stealing cards from their starting deck or copying cards from their starting deck. So really, really good there. Now we've also got the Alba Pikemen. These are here just for thinning. You can use the Alba Pikemen in an attempt to get Shillard to pull one and give it to your opponent, which will be useless. But most of the time you'll probably just use them for thinning. Now, Shillard, you can steal something good. He's a card that definitely might change because most of the time I'm just seeing him as a golden Ulbrich, which is not that good. Likewise, Avalat the Sage, risky in some matchups like Spell Scoia'tael again. They've really only got 1 golden unit, and that's Ithleen. You may take a Glaze or something, but you know, Ithleen can't use anything in this deck because nothing is spell. So, you know, he has saved my ass several times, so really much so. So at the minute he's sticking in there, but just consider that we may change him. I think Vilgefortz is a good card for this deck. Killing off a slave driver to put it in your graveyard so you don't have a dead ointment in your hand is a nice play altogether, really. Now we're using the leader card Emir, okay, with Kahir. And this is for the main sole purpose of that he's really flexible and he allows you to reuse a lot of slave drivers or reuse a lot of Ricovaro medics, or if you need to, a Magna Division. But most of the time it would be slave drivers, and he's just super flexible. You know, if they play a spy, you can pick it back up. You can replay Vanhamar which is mainly there for safety over weather decks, and you can replay multiple times with Emir and stuff. So really, really nice card, really flexible leader. And finally, we've got Letho Kingslayer. He's mostly going to be there to play the bronze or silver tactic cards, of which we've got 4. We've got Decoy, which is going to go on pretty much any target. Slave Driver, Vicovaro, Medic, Magna Division, if you haven't got them all out. Be aware, you can only play 3 of them because you've only got 3 ointments. But, you know, it's got a lot of targets available to it. Commander's Horn, very easy to get off. I mean, you've got the Alba Pikeman, which is 3 cards. Put one more next to it, like Emir, and then you can use Letho into Commander's Horn. And in long rounds, say like round 3, most of the time I nearly fill up the row limits on all 3 rows. So it's very easy to pull off that one. Marching Orders is going to pull, obviously, one of these really key bronzes, whichever's the lowest at the time. And Portcullis is just another attempt at playing more of the bronze or silver cards in your opponent's starting deck. You probably want to go for the silvers that you like. So like Morkvarg, Olgierd, Ronvid of the Small March. You know, some really good silver. But it's a nice bit of fun, that one. Definitely. And we've got Joachim to play more of these really key bronzes. Okay, because you should have already played the Alba Pikeman by then. So the deck itself is there. You know, it's pretty simple. But Shillard and Avalat Sage are 2 points of contention. Maybe we've got too many Vicar of Aromedics as well, but this is something we'll evaluate later on. Now, the main premise of this deck is that you should be playing Emir immediately, as well as your Slave Drivers. Make sure you get them all out of your hand. So you've got Emir in the graveyard ready for Kahir in later rounds, and you've got the Slave Drivers in the graveyard ready for Ointment in later rounds. That's all you need to do. Make sure you've done that, and then you're good to go in later rounds. Okay? And it is a really fun deck, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I think we'll show some games now, and you'll just kind of see how fun this deck is, and everyone should endorse slavery with this deck. So thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. So there you go, 7th. Everyone's thinking it's real. So you must have done something right. They're all being debated.
Der Norden wird sich demütigen. Das ist sein Schicksal.
Right, we get rid of our ointments. We also only want one of those in hand. Probably don't want any of those. But I think we don't want any of those yet. Okay, we don't want those. Okay, so we've got we can't use that. And we can't use these yet. First play is probably the Alba Pikeman. And then we're going to be using Emir on the Slave Driver because we've only got 1, so we want to get as many as we can. My turn, so let's just play this. I mean, depending on what deck he is, maybe I should have played the Slave Driver first.
Der Norden wird sich demütigen. Das ist sein Schicksal.
Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Repeat this ability whenever you reveal a card. So that's not actually going to do anything. I could reveal some of his cards. I think I will. See if we can't. Oh my god, that's confusing. Okay. Didn't expect that. Okay, fine. So, bam. And bam. Venendal and this man. Okay, we're looking for the Dalian foot soldiers. We didn't get them.
Nicht jeder Kampf muss blutig enden.
Wish I had a fucking D-bomb. That would be amazing.
Und ich werde mich zu benehmen wissen. Versprochen.
The 2-point slave guy. You create a bronze unit from the opponent's starting deck. So whatever his deck is to start with, you just do that, and you get presented with 3 options from his starting deck. So let's have a look.
Gehorsam oder Peitsche.
7, 8, 9. That's 5. Oh, no, it goes down 4 and 5 is 9.
Heil Kerser!
It's not milling, no. It's just it creates, it spawns one, you know. D-bomb doesn't heal. I thought it reset. Is that not the same? Reset? Oh boy, I wish I had another Vanendel Elite. Right, we can use Amir now. If we wanted to. Get that Vanendel Elite up. I was hoping for that Hubert guy, honestly. I got the Hubert, I could unreveal all of them and then do loads of damage and boosting, you know.
Tag, was gibt's?
Take the Vanendel back. I don't see the need to do that yet. I think I'll go for a slave drive and get another Vanendel Elite if possible, but there's no point doing it yet. I don't see the reason. I don't know whether to push or not. Like, I'm miles behind. He's just going to drive past. I'm going to be 2 cars behind then.
Wie du willst.
Geduld war nie meine Stärke.
Not good. Yeah, should have used it next round. Oh, reset all boosted only. God, that's bad. Gosh. This is actually true.
Bewegung.
5 and 5, that's...
Anwahlen in Ordnung!
Yeah, we'll pass there. But we needed to play the slave driver down so we can res it next turn. You can't push. If they pass, you go 2 cards down. If I pass, I go 2 cards down. That's the thing. I go 2 cards down either way. Unless they play cards.
Ich existiere, weil Meister der Henner es wollte.
He's got a nice spotter there, which I could use to my advantage if he doesn't have any. Oh, he does have one. That's only a 10-point play. I think we're going to have to go for this. Yeah, I faced one of them. Really had shit. Everything. I nearly won though. Nearly won. I want a revealer actually.
Zurück in Formation.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's my man.
Tag, was gibt's?
Ooh, darling foot soldier. Sorry about that. We might take that Vanendel Elite. we might heal up over Vanendel Elite, or we might not. I don't know. Where's the spotter on his hefty? It's base power. Ah, cool. We can take down Vilgefortz. Maybe. What I'd really like is my last Magni division. I think. That's not good. It's alright. I mean, what does that even do? Decoy. Magni division, decoy. Well, he can't play Vilgefortz right now. So we can take him down first. I mean, where we can steal his spotter first. Although he won't ever do that either. The thing is, I don't want him coming down and killing something. Slave driver into Vanendel. Find out.
Bewegung.
No. Right. Don't worry, we can decoy that and get it later. He's not going to play that yet. We want to be safer. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, I mean, do we go for Venendal? That's an 8. 16-point play rather than that. That could get us a Venendal, but the risk is probably a bit too much than we care of. We might as well just do that. Nah, we don't. Nah, let's take it a bit seriously. There you go. 2 is my highest. That's amazing. Right, got no low strength units, so 1, 2, 3. You might play his just clear sky, so we'll wait.
Meine Verschreibung Aderlass.
I don't think you can do golds now. No, you can't do golds. Oh, right. Is that what you mean by last card bomb? Yeah. Yeah, there's no point doing frost, so we'll just wait with the overdose, which is not a bomb. Bomber. Anything else worth taking? We'll take the revealer, I think.
Meine Verschreibung.
And then we'll reveal that whatever that last. Oh yeah, okay. Doesn't matter. He hasn't got a last card. Still the best option in there though. Apart from maybe that. That's 1 point more.
Zeig, was du kannst.
Mhm. What are we gonna get here then?
Du wirst ihn sehen. In deinem Traum.
Whey, Vilgefortz! Vilgefortz dead. Fucking love it. He's, yeah. We'll do that, so that's dead. Gets no value from that, although he's got that. Vilgefortz is dead, so he's going to scorch my side, which will give me a card advantage. No, you're going to... Okay, he gets 6 strength then. Fine. Well played. Yeah. I love this deck. I play everyone else's deck better than them. What I like about this. It might be better, but I really think Amir's really nice to replay more of these things. Although I guess I thin my deck with John Calvite, and then I can see what else is coming too.
Gibt es nur eine Strafe.
Yeah, maybe we'll switch to that in a minute. This is an amazing hand. Straight off the fucking bat. I love it. I'll take it. Right, we could get a 3 strength card with Shallard. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? I wonder if is he gonna thin any cards out of his deck first?
Gehorsam oder Peitsche. Redanien.
Oh yeah, sorry, we left German on, didn't we? Doesn't matter. The idea here is that we just use the opponent's cards. We're gonna use them here soon, so we can use them later, or whatever.
Geduld war nie meine
Geduld.
Stärke.
Für Captain.
Aber wir sind pleite, wie die letzten Hausierer.
Bewegung.
Truppen, hierher, sofort!
Gehorsam oder Peitsche. Alles für meinen König.
Looks like he's going for a Vincent or something.
Dunkle Wolken sammeln sich über Temerien.
Alright. Move your opponent onto the opponent. Move your camera onto the opponent to assert dominance.
Für den König.
I love dominance.
Ich werde mich zu benehmen wissen. Versprochen.
Stell meine Geduld nicht auf die Probe.
Die Natur stinkt.
Finally, a good pass. Well, yeah, that's a good pass. They're good, and you know, I mean, yeah, we'll keep that. If he plays a card, we use Shillard, do we? We're in his hand with one of them. The issue. What's the point of wasting? Because I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm gonna get some really good options. Ointment? Get out of it, son. I think we're going to be giving him an ointment, which he can use to resurrect that. Alright, let's have a look. Bam! Ointment or Reaver Scout? I'll go for ointment then. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know if I like it sometimes because, well, especially in this deck, I just don't think there's anything that I really don't want to, that I really do want to give him. The deck's not built in a way that he can't make use of it. Mostly, I mean, it may be true that he can't make use of that because he might have an item, and he can't make use of maybe one of those. But other than that, I mean, usually I play them quite early if I can. And if we had maybe John Calvite, we'd be able to see what we could do. This deck is RNG. I know, but we give him a Reaver Scout, and that means I just spent a gold on an Ulbrich when I could have done it cheaper.
Diabel.
Kämpft für den Kaiser, dann winkt euch die Freiheit.
I mean, Reaver Scout would have been amazing, but...
Truppen, hierher, sofort!
Oh, no, I think you can make Shillard better, but you have to build your deck in such a way. I reckon.
Wie du willst.
Der Norden wird sich demütigen. Das ist sein Schicksal.
Zurück in Formation.
Für Radovid!
On round 3, give them Saskia Dragonfire in round 3. They'll just wait until their hand's empty and then use it, won't they? So.
Bist du einer der unseren oder nicht?
Diabel.
Gehorsam oder Peitsche.
Für Captain!
Scorch. Yeah, Vilgefortz would be nice to put something else in the graveyard, I think. Annoying.
Es ist soweit.
Oh shit, he's stealing my armor now, isn't he?
Schwing mir Schwert und Knechtelknack.
Kämpft für den Kaiser, dann winkt euch die Freiheit.
Für den König!
Frieden lässt sich nicht in Gold aufwiegen.
Yeah. Takes all armor. He's pretty damn good, that guy. Oh wow, one of those actually.
Meine Verschreibung Aderlass.
I haven't had any of those yet, so I'm gonna steal that. Forgot about all those. Right, he hasn't got any armor left. Oh, he's got 5. That's probably stronger. Row limit incoming.
Bin ganz Ohr.
Für Captain!
Oh boy, he buffed
Geh
me.
lieber gleich auf.
Yes! I like this deck. But this is the kind of player I am. I'm what you call a Timmy or something, isn't it? This is nice. Just I'm playing more Northern Realms than he is.